right, everybody. Welcome back to the Fred Johnson Show, our sports talk edition. Talking to our sports expert, our one and only, Charlie the Sports Guy. Charlie, how you doing this week?
Hey, I'm doing good, Fred. How are you doing?
Oh, we didn't do too great on our picks last week, but we're still ahead by one game. Let me pull that up real quick if I can.
Yeah, we kind of got our butts kicked in
If you can see that there,
some of the games there.
we went 7-9. So, wait, 9. Yeah, 7
Yeah,
wins. No, 9. Wait, I thought we were ahead. I thought we had.
no, that last week.
No, that was last week. Yeah.
We blew.
Wow, we really did. Okay, but you can see we had some winners.
That's close.
You had the Rams and Tennessee and Chicago. I blew chunks on Chicago. That was a blowout by Chicago there.
Yeah.
And that Green Bay got you by a half point.
That's what beat me.
That's what got me, and that's what I got my win there. We had three different picks, and but we both lost in
we had
different ways. Yeah,
six different games we chose, and then
we
split them.
3.
Yeah.
Of course, my Steelers blew chunks.
Yeah.
That didn't come out.
They're looking like they're a little lazy right now.
So that's our picks from last week. So hopefully you picked the 7 winners and not the 7 losers. All right, so I'll go over to week 15. I'll stop sharing that. We'll go back to here. All right, so let's let me go to this view. Get us both up there. All right, Charlie. So let's start off.
Well, we're ready to get them. We won that first game last night on Thursday night.
That's right. We, at the last minute there, decided to go with the Chargers, and they pulled through. So we got one win in the win column to start off things right there. See, there you go. We both picked.
Yes.
Yeah. So now let's move to the next game. Carolina at Green Bay.
Green Bay -8.5 at home.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go with Green Bay. Green Bay at home is tough. That's a lot of points. But Carolina's not that good, I don't think.
No, Carolina's not good. Carolina historically can't play in cold weather, but maybe that's not true anymore. But Green Bay, I'm taking them. -8.5.
So we both take Green Bay. Moving on, the next game is Buffalo at Denver. Looks like Buffalo's given up 6 points. Sounds about right.
Yeah, Denver 6-point dogs at home, +6.
Yeah,
I should say.
Denver's tough to play for other teams because of the altitude, but Denver hasn't been playing that great, and Buffalo, I think, looks like they're on fire. And 6 points, I think they'll do. I think they'll win by a touchdown.
Yeah, Buffalo seems really good to me. When they get it going.
Yeah.
Which could be the whole game or half the game, but they're winning a lot of games. So I'm going with Buffalo.
Yep, and I'm going with Buffalo too. All right, moving on. The next game, what we got here? We got Houston at Indianapolis.
Yep.
Looks like Indy's favored by 7.5. And that's, to me, Houston played so bad last week.
Yeah, they're bad.
Yeah, and Indianapolis looks pretty decent. They're at home. I wish it didn't have that half point. I wish it was just 7. That half point could kill you there. But I'm still going to go with Indy on that one.
Yeah, that half point may kill us.
Yeah.
In real life, I might bet the extra 10% and make it down to -1.7, but we're not really,
No.
But Indianapolis, I'm taking them. Houston stinks. So
nothing ventured, nothing gained. Okay, so those ones we took all the same. Now we start taking opposite picks here.
Yeah, there's plenty of them this week.
Yeah, we really
went
the other
even
way.
more.
Yeah.
Even more than last week. I think there's 9 games you're going to, well, we shouldn't say. But you'll find out here in the next 7
Yeah,
minutes.
we'll
So.
see. What we got here? Okay, Detroit at Tennessee, right?
Yep, Tennessee minus 11 at home. They got the guy with the cornhole hair there in the back, Henry.
Oh, yeah, he's a good running back.
Tennessee thinks they're a Super Bowl team. Detroit, worse than average. So,
yeah, but for some reason, something's telling me to take Detroit. That's a lot of points. I think Tennessee might win by a touchdown, maybe 10. So I'm going to take those points, and I'm going to take Detroit on this one.
yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, 11's a lot, but I'm taking Tennessee. I'm praying that they're going to have a good game.
So. They're a better team. They could easily blow them out. So, there you go. All right. Moving on. Our next game, it looks like the Jets at the Rams, right?
Yep. Rams minus 17 at home. It's a huge spread.
That's another
huge favorite to win.
I see all those points and I go crazy. But
I'm totally scared.
Yeah, that could be a sucker. But that's why Vegas does that. Like, oh man, I'm going to jump on that. The Rams have been hot. Rams are at home in their lucky new stadium.
And also, they figure half the people should win this bet and half lose.
Yeah.
That's why they made the spread so big.
And the Jets, God, they're so hapless. But a lot of times they almost win sometimes, and I don't know if maybe they've given up. But, I'm taking those points, and I think they'll cover that. And, Rams won't cover that minus 17.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
I'm dumb enough to pick the Rams.
Well, they're a better team.
They might win by 30 or might win by 3. So
yeah, exactly.
Like,
who knows? That's why you tune in to the Two Shysters. Because they don't know either.
We have all the winners here and the losers too. So we don't know what we're doing.
Well, we'll see. We went 7 and 9 last.
My Virgil picked better. My parent. All right, Tampa Bay minus 6 on the road to Atlanta.
Yeah. Now this one, even though I think Atlanta came through for us last week, Tom Brady, I think he's due to win. He's just, I think this is like a kind of one of those must-win games for him. They're in a contention spot there, So minus 6, that's pretty good. I think Tampa Bay will cover that. I'm taking Tampa on that.
I'm taking Tampa Bay too. It's winning time for Brady.
Yep. It's time to win. All right.
New England is on the road to Miami, who is only a 1.5 point favorite now. Miami thinks they're a Super Bowl team, so we're going to find out.
Yeah, that's a divisional rivalry, Sometimes Miami has New England's number for no apparent reason and beats them. And Miami's not doing too bad. I see the line drop down from 2.5 to 1.5. And that's one of those games that, Miami could win, but I'm just not doing it. I got to go with New England.
Well, I'm going with Miami. I'm praying they win too. So
yeah, they could.
See what happens.
I almost went with Miami too. I was going to make that my upset pick of the week, which I probably should have.
Got Seattle on the road minus 6.5 at Washington. So Washington is plus 6.5 at home.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is good. That's a good, talk about a home dog advantage there. Always pick the home dog. Seattle, they've been kind of up and down, little iffy. I could see Washington covering that, but my gut tells me to go with Seattle, and I think they'll win by a touchdown.
All right, I'm going to take Washington because they've won 4 in a row, I think, and leading their division, even though their record isn't great.
There you go. There's
But they're
another.
good lately. I'm going
Yeah.
with Washington.
There you go. So whoever you believe in, Charlie or Fred?
Who's got the vibe here?
Charlie's the sports expert. Fred's just riding his coattails.
It goes all out the window by Sunday afternoon. So,
What we got next, Charlie? What's the next
oh,
game?
my Chicago Bears on the road to Minnesota. Minnesota is -3 at home, a slight favorite.
Yeah. That Chicago was so good last week, man. They really kicked butt. I'm a firm believer in them. I went against them, and that was one of my losses. So I'm going with your Chicago Bears. I'll, +3.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bears +3. In fact, it is my buffet pick of the week.
What?
Which means save your money. Don't bet a lot on this game, or if you had to do it, don't even bother. So just save the money for the buffet when you can go in line and eat cheap.
Oh, there you go. So Charlie's buffet pick of the week is Chicago +3 at Minnesota. Yep. All right. Very good, Charlie. I have to write that down. The buffet pick of the week. I like that.
Jacksonville is on the road to Baltimore, who is still struggling to try to make the playoffs. Baltimore -13.
Yeah,
so
that's
interesting.
That's a lot. That's a lot of points too, I thought, but I wasn't going to jump on that. Jacksonville isn't that good. Baltimore really seems to be trying to win. And I think they'll I think they'll win that by a couple touchdowns. If they win by 14, win. So I'm taking Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm taking Baltimore also. Jacksonville, just too many losses. So they usually lose big too. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Next game is Cleveland -6. The line has gone up to the New York Giants, who are at home at +6. So,
good. New York Giants were playing good there for a while, and then they kind of lay dead last week, didn't they? If I remember correctly.
Something happened to them last week.
Yeah, they didn't look as good. And Cleveland, boy, they really looked good against that game against Baltimore. They should have won that game, actually. So I think they'll go up there. They're angry. 6 points is good. I think they'll win that by a touchdown. So I'm going with Cleveland.
Yeah. See, I would normally take Cleveland, and now I'm stupid. I'm going to go with the New York Giants.
Well, it's not stupid. Like I say, they're,
just to make all you people there in New York and Jersey happy. So,
yeah. There you go. You're picking a lot of upsets here. All right, moving on.
Next game, Philadelphia +6.5 to Arizona, who is at home. Of course, they're -6.5.
Yes. Now this game, originally I was him and ha a little bit, but that new quarterback that they replaced Carson Wentz with there in Philly, he looked really good, and they look like they have some heart. And I think this is what's the points again? Okay,
6.5.
Yeah, +6.5. I'm making this my upset pick of the week.
It's Fred's upset pick. I gotta write this down. All right, Philadelphia. Yeah. There you go. I'm.
What are you doing there, Charlie?
Was hemming and hawing, but I picked Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona.
And we'll see what happens.
That's probably the smarter bet. They'll probably win that by.
Because Arizona is got it together a bit last week, and they still can make the playoffs and do well in it, but they could.
I'm thinking Arizona will win, but only by a field goal. So.
Yeah.
That's what
could happen. Now, the big one, Kansas City, who has only one loss this year at -3. against New Orleans or New Orleans,
Mm-hmm.
who is at home at +3, a home dog. Very rare for New Orleans.
Yeah, and we got that wrong last week. We thought Drew Brees was playing, and he didn't, and they lost. Now I read again where he's gonna play, but he's hurting and might not. So that's always like a game time decision, I think. So that's what makes it really hard to bet on here. And of course, Kansas City, they're looking good. They look hot. I mean, giving up really only 3. I really wanted to go with Kansas City, but there's something in my gut, deep down, that says, Fred, go with New Orleans. Take those 3 points and go with New Orleans.
I'm going to guess that Drew Brees is not going to play, or it's going to be very limited.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm taking Kansas City -3. It's the cheese platter pick of the week.
Charlie's cheese platter pick of the week. What is that, Charlie?
That means you can bet on it, baby. Kansas City's going to win, so you can order the cheese platter up in your suite. And who cares what it costs?
Wow. So you bet more on the cheese platter pick than you do on the buffet pick.
Right.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
Well, the cheese platter probably does cost more to get it up in your suite than it does to go to the buffet there.
Right.
Wow. So Charlie's cheese platter pick of the week. Let me write that down.
Kansas City. They'll lose
City.
by 30.
Wow. Whoops. And I
See all over by halftime.
Well, we'll see. All right, moving on. What's next?
Oh, San Francisco is -2.5 on the road to Dallas. They have some fans there, +2.5.
Yeah. Yeah, thought about this long and hard. Boy, I really, I like San Francisco as a team. I root for them. But like I say, with all those injuries, they've been struggling. Dallas, boy, they really played well last week. They look like they're on a mission, and they're in that division where they could win their division still. Dallas, right?
Yeah, they win their games. The other guys blow it.
So they're at home, and they're +2.5.
Right now.
All right, so let's go back. So San Francisco at Dallas. I'm taking Dallas.
Okay.
I'm taking Dallas plus the 2.5 at home. And I'm making that my fur coat pick of the week.
It's the fur coat pick of the week, Dallas.
That's where you go out and you buy yourself a fur coat.
I only knew.
Oh, that's right. I got to make that the fake fur coat pick of the week.
See, if you would have told me this before I made my picks, then
well, I didn't know about your cheese platter pick either. So
I know. No, San Francisco is who I said. So.
All right. Well, that's like I say, San Francisco's still a good team.
It could go either way. So
that's kind of a rivalry there, so that could go either way. Very good.
Last game.
What do you got there, Charlie?
Your Pittsburgh Steelers on the road at -13 to the crummy team Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's a lot of points. And historically, I just, I hate betting on the Steelers because they're one of those teams that they'll win, but like they hardly ever cover, And
they don't win big.
They don't win big, yeah. And especially this year, they just get by. I think it was only maybe 1 or 2 games they won a decent score, but they're my Pittsburgh Steelers, and I think they'll cover that 13. I'm hoping they will. I think they'll win by a couple touchdowns. They win by 14. I'm in. So
yeah, you would think I would have done that, but for some odd reason, I decided Cincinnati was going to cover it.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of points, and they're at home.
Pittsburgh will probably win, but
they'll probably win by a field goal, and then you'll win. So
yeah,
there you go.
And you'll feel happy that Pittsburgh won, but at the same time, you lost your pick.
All right, so just to recap real quick, let me bring up the sheet again. There it is. There's our picks. You can see Charlie's picks here. You can see my picks over here. Now, Charlie, your buffet pick of the week was taking Chicago +3. And then your cheese platter plate was taking Kansas City -3. Is that correct?
Correct.
And then my fake fur coat pick of the week was Dallas plus 2.5.
Okay.
And then I took my upset pick of the week as Philly plus 6.1, 6.5.
6.5. Man, you won all of those too. So I'm really nervous about Arizona winning. So
there you go.
I'm apt to have a loss from that game.
Well, very good, Charlie. All right. Well, there's Charlie and Fred's picks for week 15 in the NFL. And okay, everybody, enjoy the games this week. Thanks, Charlie.
Thank you, Fred.
And we'll see you next week here on Sports Talk with Charlie and Fred.
Bye-bye.
See ya.